All right, we got ourselves a small little problem. This might be the end of this trailer. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Okay, so up the road somewhere over there, I hate it when they do this. When companies decide to, hey, you know what? We're gonna put the median on the road. And they just put a median right there on the line. And I'm hugging the right line, right? Because I don't want to be I'm in the slow lane. I want to give people plenty of room to pass. And I missed the median with my truck, so I don't think there's any damage with the truck. Because I'm looking, right? I would have hit the median with my fenders or something like that. So I don't think there's no damage here, right? Everything looks good. But I hit it hard with my trailer. And look at it, you can hear it leaking. Look at what it did. So, damaged the rim, totally done. But then this rim too, actually. And you know, it's like, yes, Alex, you have to be more attentive. But the median is literally in the road. Literally in the road. And when there's multiple scratch marks on your median, that is messed up. You obviously put it too close to the road if there's multiple scratch marks. It's so infuriating because it's come close numerous times. I'm just mad because I was listening to a really good podcast. Anyways, I already put a jack underneath. Let's change the wheel. It sure is a good thing that I bought 2 spares with this trailer instead of just 1. So yeah, it turns out this trailer having a rough start. Anyways, I gotta get to change the spare because there wasn't really any park, so I'm on the exit on ramp right here, and the freeway's on the other side. So let's change the tire real quick. But hold on, bigger problem, bigger problem. This axle, I think, is permanently done. It's damaged because, like, you can, I don't know, hold on, let me, it certainly looks like it's, look, it looks crooked. Oh, look at that, look how close it is up there. That's not normal. You see that? Anyways, we're gonna have to, let's put the spare on and see what we can do about that because it seems crooked. Anyways, okay, now the question is that axle, I don't even know if you can see me right now. Hold on, let's just shine the light in my face. So the question is that axle even bent or not? Because that spindle looks pretty bent to me. So let me shine it, let me show you guys, and then and we'll see. All right, so here's the plan. I'm just gonna let it hang like that because it's torsion, it's independent suspension. That means what this side is doing has no, effect on the other side because they're independent of each other, obviously. And so what I'm gonna do is either back up on this exit, depending on what it's doing, or just continue down the road to the next exit and just get off the highway because it is a bent spindle. I couldn't put the drum back on because it just wouldn't work. I just got to jump in the truck, go as is, and take the next exit and figure out tomorrow morning. All right, well, good morning. We're in Idaho somewhere, Caldwell, I think that's what it's called. And so I got right here, you can see my trailer is jacked up. You can see right there I couldn't put the wheel back on. I didn't want all the weight resting on just this wheel. So the issue, okay, what have I been doing all morning? It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I've been making a ton of phone calls to asking people for trying to figure out the solution, right? Trying to figure out what to do right now. Because I do have several options, right? I can go get my own trailer, my old trailer, but then that would mean I have to move this one. I can go rent a trailer. And so all of those options really sucked. Ultimately, what I would want to do is just replace the spindle, right? And so that's exactly what happened. I was able to find a machine shop. They're gonna come out here in a couple minutes and they're gonna measure the spindle because nobody has this axle or spindle in stock, so forget, that. That's the whole problem with the 16 Gen, right, guys? That's why I always get 7K axles, because parts everywhere. But what the issue is that he's gonna come out, measure the spindle, and tell me exactly how much it's gonna be cost. But here's the kicker, he doesn't have to go buy a spindle, he can make one. That's the important part. That's the type of machine shop you want to look for, a company that can make you one. Anyways, so right here, look at this. You can kind of see, I know last night it was dark and you couldn't see that well, but look at that. Boom. See how it's kind of like drooped down? You know, like it goes like this. Like I think yesterday I was trying to hold the stick and it like comes straight out. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty messed up, pretty bad, pretty bad. But you know, it looks like the drums are intact. I looked at the bearings were good. My seal popped out, but it was good. So in reality, like I just think the spindle took the brunt of the damage. So yeah, that's the update for right now. We're gonna wait for this guy to show up, and then we'll just go from there. All right, now you might be thinking, Alex, are you seriously blaming an inanimate object? And to that I would say yes, I am. but as a matter of fact, I'm at the Flying J. That's like 2 exits right before. So we're westbound on 84, and it's like 2 exits right before that exit where that gas station was, where I was parked all night, all morning, right? So I'm gonna set you guys up right here on the windshield. I cleaned the windshield so there's no bugs. Let's go see how bad this barrier actually is. I highly doubt they moved it in one day. So yeah, let's just go take a look. All right, you guys are set up. I'm buckled in. Let's take off. There's so many RVs on the road. Oh my goodness. So I think we got, I already typed in the addresses. Everything is good to go. I'm ready to prove a point, okay? Is Caldwell, or does Caldwell, Idaho owe me money for breaking my trailer? That's what we're gonna figure out, okay? Let's go over here. I think, can we go left from here? Yeah, I think we can go left. Yeah, there's no curb. Nice. Okay, we just got to get on the highway. It's gonna be, it says it's like 4.5 miles, or almost 4.5 miles, so it must be more than 2 exits. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like stop talking here in like 3 seconds when we hit the freeway, and then I'll just pick it up right where the exit is, right where the construction is, be right before the exit, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. But let's hit the freeway first. There's no light at this exit or entrance. Okay, here we go. We got a break in the cars. All right, let's go. Let's see. Now, you know what's funny? I turned off my air conditioning so you guys could hear me loud and clear, but that means I'm gonna be sweating profusely. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're going right here, 84 westbound. This is what we're getting on, and it says yield. Okay, there we go. We got a yield for that F-150 and the Ford. All right, another break in the cars. Let's go. Let's get on the freeway. Okay, so now, guys, I'm not saying, guys, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying like, oh, it's their fault, right? The object is not moving. A curb, a barrier does not move. And I get that. So I'm not saying it's their fault. However, the way that they block off these roads certainly is problematic. And that's why I say it's like, come on, guys, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Are we trying to make it safer for, like, what's the goal? I mean, I guess we're trying to make it safer for the people that are actually doing the work. So I don't know where I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Let's switch over lanes right here. Got my blinker on, and let's take a look here. Looks like it's about 3 miles to exit 25. So that means it was right before that. So it's about 2.5 miles. So let's pick this up. Let's pick this up in here in a couple minutes. All right. All right. So we should be coming up right here somewhere. Now, keep in mind, guys, I've done over 500,000 miles on American roads. Okay, over 500,000, guys, and I've gotten fairly used to how the roads are laid out. And that's why when something like this happens, it's not necessarily that it's the road's fault or it's my fault. It's just I have so much experience for the roads being one way that when they're not that way, it's a problem. Okay, so I think it's somewhere up here. We're going around this curve. Okay, hold on. It's okay. So here's exit 26. Okay, yeah, it's here somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. Where's these curbs? Let's take a look. Okay, because I literally pulled over right after the exit. So exit 25, and I backed up exit 25. Okay, so right here somewhere. Hold on. It was right here. So let's see. Let's take a look. I'm trying to leave plenty of space in front of the between me and the car in front of me. Okay, so we got one construction sign right here. Okay, so this is the construction sign. What does it say? Right shoulder closed, 1,500 feet. Okay, so there's a one warning sign, or that's the first warning sign, I should say. And then we got
Oh man, do I have to go past the exit to see it? Maybe. That's okay, it's not that bad. Let's take a look. Okay, so right shoulder closed. This is a second warning sign, 1,000 feet, okay? All right, okay, so we got those traffic cones right up there. Let's take a look. Right, so this is exit 25. This is the one that has the gas station that I stopped at, okay? So right here, I was probably driving these yellow cones past the exit. Everything's going good. Okay, right here. Look, okay, right here. Look. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that's right on the, come on. So, okay. Well, I mean, maybe. All right, let me turn around. Let me do this, and let me explain what I just saw, and let me just give you my thoughts real quick once we stop, okay? All right, so I just pulled into the guy's yard where he's fixing the axle. And so here, let me update you guys what's going on. So I just came back from Commercial Tire. I bought 2 tires right over here because obviously I had those other 2 bad ones, if you recall. So now I have 4 tires and a spare because I used to have 2 spares. So all my tires are good. So when the axle is going to be done, then when the axle's gonna be done, then I'll have the tires, right? So that's what I was trying to say. But anyway, so look at the progress on the axle. You can see he just disconnected it right here. So this is the good side. This is the side that has no issues. So he unbolted it. Those 6 bolts right there, you can see them laying on the ground right here. So you unbolt it, it drops down. Now let's go see the other side, because here's the problem, right? 8,000 pound axle parts, very hard to find. Nobody has them. So that's why the plan, what he's gonna do is he's going to make, so you can clearly see it's bent right now. So he's gonna actually remove the welds on the back over here, and the whole axle will come out, or the whole spindle will come out. And then what's gonna happen is he's gonna take like a solid piece of steel and cut out a custom spindle. A custom one-off spindle will be coming in here with the same bracket plate and whatnot, and so that's gonna be really cool. By the way, this is just supporting the weight, so it's not all sitting on this back axle. So that's kind of cool. You know, I was able to find a solution all morning. I've been making phone calls and calling, and so finally I found someone that can not only cut off a spindle and weld on a new one, but make the entire spindle, because it was literally a 4-week wait for the spindle. So that's the update. They're telling me like a day or 2, and then I'll be able to get back on the road. I was legitimately thinking about deadheading to Pennsylvania, pick up my old Big Tex and going from there, but it looks like we got it all figured out, so that's kind of neat. All right, now moving on, what did we learn about the footage that I reviewed, or about this drive by by those concrete barriers? Okay. So first of all, I am wrong. I am sorry. I got mad for no reason. Now I want to make it abundantly clear. I wasn't distracted. I wasn't drowsy. I was literally driving. You know, it was like my peak. It was peak, like, for me, Alex. Like, it was the best time. Like, it's evening, there's no traffic, and I'm listening to a fantastic podcast. And so I was literally just enjoying the drive. And if you notice though, those concrete barriers were right on the inside of the white line, okay? Right on the inside on the shoulder. And so what that means is that instead of hitting the rumble strips, right, because if you go over the white line, you hit the rumble strips, but instead of hitting the rumble strips, what happens is you hit the concrete barrier. And so it seems like that's what happened. I was just peak focused on, you know, and enjoying the moment. Like, literally, it was just such, how do I explain? It was like peak, it's just like when you're in the zone, right? That feeling, Dan Mace talks about it. It's just in your flow, right? When you're in the flow. And that's what that moment was. I was in the flow, I'm driving, the load is good, the podcast is good, and I'm just listening, and it's just this light bulb moment going on. I'm just like, oh my goodness, what a great time to be alive, you know, like that type of feeling. But I wasn't extremely apparently I wasn't extremely 110% focused on the road, because I didn't notice how I went over the white line and my trailer
hit the concrete barriers, and now this happens. Okay, so anyways, I guess don't listen to podcasts. Gosh. So to summarize, Caldwell, Idaho does not owe me money on this repair, unfortunately. Darn it, dang it. Now I will be going over exactly how much this costs because it's a pretty penny. You know, on a new trailer, it's so just there's only one person to be mad at, and that's myself, and I'm just disappointed, extremely disappointed with myself, literally. Anyways, I will be explaining how much it costs, what the expenses are, and what this trailer has to offer, or what we're doing with this trailer after it gets fixed and after I deliver my loads. So quick update, I am in a hotel, obviously, and yo, when you guys are sitting on a chair, do you like to spin around? Oh gosh. Anyways, but so I'm waiting for the trailer people to call me and tell me, hey Alex, here's this problem, here's that problem, will be done today or will be done tomorrow, because that's what they said. The guy said that if he's gonna be super close and he's gonna be done around 5 or 6 p.m. then they'll certainly stay late for me. But if he sees that there's still a lot of work, then it'll be ready tomorrow morning, basically. Now, if I do get the trailer today, that's gonna be awesome. But if I don't, then I'll just get another night in the hotel. This hotel is like $180 or something after taxes and fees. Ooh, kind of expensive. But no, that's okay. Breakfast is included, so they had a decent breakfast, so that's good. But yeah, so I'm just chilling at the hotel, doing some work on my laptop, and you know, just, I don't know. That's really it. You know, my day off is much more boring than you'd actually think. So anyways, but that's what we're getting. So we're getting the days off. So yeah, that's the quick update. As soon as he calls me and lets me know what's going on, we'll go back out and take a look at the spindle and how much work he's done. All right, so I got some good news and I got some good news. So I checked out of the hotel, obviously, and so I just parked at the Flying J. I'm just waiting for that phone call, and we got the phone call, boys. The guy called us up. He said, hey, looks like we're gonna be done later today. It's later today, obviously, and so let's go grab the trailer with the fresh printed on demand, or I mean manufactured on demand spindle. There you go, that's a better way of putting it. So let's go grab that thing, but real fast, how much was it? Okay, so it's $1,200 just for the, you know, cutting out the old one, making the new one, and welding in the new one. So comment below if that's a good price or a bad price, I don't know. But then if you recall, I also had to do 2 new tires, which that was, I believe, like 400 or something bucks, almost 450, something like that. It was $185 a tire plus $12 FET tax or something like that. So it's like 200 something bucks a tire. And then if you recall, also the hotel, which was also 160, 70 bucks, something like that. So this little misstep, this little just maybe slight oversight of focus, or maybe not 100% focus on the road, $2,000 basically. 12 plus 4, 16, plus 2, 18. I mean, you figure downtime, food, fuel, yeah, enough fun. Lesson learned, basically. Don't throw away $2,000. Have 100% eyes on the road. I mean, my eyes were on the road, guys. It's not that I was distracted, but I want to clarify, I was not distracted. I was focused on driving on the road. It was just literally I don't know. You know, actually, you know, now I thought of another excuse. Okay, here's my new excuse now. My trailer tracks a little bit to the right. Okay, when you're pulling it, you're driving straight and you can see it sticking out to the right a little bit. You can see it more in your right mirror than in your left mirror. That's the problem, okay? It's the trailer's fault. It's, again, Big Tex. No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. I'd have an excuse for any kind of, no matter what happens, I'd have an excuse for it. Anyways, I'm gonna jump in the truck. Let's go grab the trailer. Well, boys, look at that. The trailer's back. Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm cool. Not really, but kinda. Anyways, so I paid the man. He's happy because I paid him in cash. And, I mean, I don't know. I just quickly checked my brakes. Brakes work good. And I mean, you know, looks OEM, you know. I don't know. It actually, they already put the drum and they put the drum and the brakes back on. So I really didn't get to see the spindle. So I don't know, maybe they just bought a spindle. Hey, at the end of the day, if they bought a spindle, then I know it would have been done correctly. But if they made a spindle, well, then that's also good. So it's a win-win. So I really don't care what happened. All I know is these parts were like 4 months or 4 weeks delay on order. So I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling about something that doesn't even matter, or maybe you guys don't even understand. So regardless, point remains the same. 2 new tires, 1 new spindle. Brakes worked good, so no issues with the brakes, and the seal, bearings, all that stuff went back in, no problem. So I can get back out on the road now. Cool. Let's go make these deliveries. I guess the saga continues on what will Alex break next. Really quick though, he did just mention something, okay? And I told him, I'm like, guys, the tire is wearing bad. The tire was wearing kind of funny, right? It was like the tire was overinflated. You know, like when the middle wears out, that's what it seemed like. And I told him, I'm like, hey, double check, make sure the alignment is good to go before you, like double check the alignment, basically. That's what I told him. This might be the reason you don't buy a Big Tex, okay? The whole trailer is out of alignment, he said. So he took the measurement right here at the neck, right? He measured from the front of the neck to like where the deck starts, and he's like, on one side it's like 9 feet and 3/4 or something, on the other side it is like 9 feet and 1/4. And he was like, because of that, he squared up the axles, so the axles are in alignment with each other, so the axles are going down the road straight. However, that doesn't mean the axles are mounted to the frame straight. And so he was explaining that your trailer might go a certain way, like it might go a little pull to the right or to the left, but please understand, it's not the axles mounted incorrectly, it's the trailer welded incorrectly. And so it looks like the issue is the Big Tex is, like, Big Tex is a cheaper brand and they go on volume manufacturing. I get it, guys, I understand. But they have done some things correctly that you cannot deny. If I can get a trailer with this setup with an 8-foot neck for $13,500 or $14,000, comment below. Other than that, I gotta hit the road and let's get some miles done, because I've done a restart, I've literally messed around, I've cleaned out my truck, I changed a whole bunch of stuff, so it's like time to hit the road. So that'll do it for this video, guys. I look forward to reading your comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.